What is up, everyone? This is Jason BitBender Brink, and I am here for episode 35 of Ahead of the Game. And I forgive me, please, for the somewhat lower video quality because I am again remote. I am working from the road. We're doing a bunch of really cool stuff, but I don't have all my nice camera set up here yet, so I may look a little fuzzy. I have that weird thing where around the headset, the back wall behind me is still showing. But we're going to go ahead and drive through it. Before that, make sure that you like, subscribe, and do all of the like, subscribe, and follow things. And if you're just joining us for the first time, also make sure that you join our Discord at galagames.chat. I'm going to be taking questions in there, and I may even drop into the general room a little bit. If you guys are out there listening, if you get the social team to push this out on the socials, and if we could also make sure that we have a Discord announcement there so that everybody can hop in and join us. Also, joining the Discord link is in the description as well. Okay, so before we dig into some of the game stuff, we have a few interesting updates here, some general ecosystem updates. The first update is the GalaChain SDK has gone live. We're happy, very happy for that. I like that confetti effect. Hold on, Paul. I need the confetti effect again so I can actually look at it. Do it again. The GalaChain SDK is live. There we go. I like my confetti more. I'm gonna have to give you my confetti thing. We need the falling down. That's a better effect. But I like the sound effects. Nice touch. This is a very exciting moment. We're thrilled to announce this, and it's a comprehensive toolkit that empowers you to develop seamlessly on GalaChain. You can start building now. There's a link in the description box below, and also on our global announcements page. You can also go to my Twitter, or Benefactor's Twitter, or the Gala Games Twitter, anywhere you want to see that. Okay. There's a film update here. The recording from our latest product update AMA has been published. You can find it in our Gala Film Discord for those who missed it live. They will also be hosting another AMA with their VP to discuss his vision and what's to come regarding content and production. If you haven't joined our Gala Film Discord already, get on it. It's where all the news and the latest updates will be. You can also find the link for that in the description box below. I'm super stoked about what's coming for film. I know I haven't been talking about it as much because I've been focused a lot on the music stuff and things, but I am super excited. I'm super excited for what is coming in film, and I can't wait to see some of the things that are in the pipeline release. Witchboard is going to be super cool. I'm very excited about that, and everything else. Gosh, I wish I could say more about some of these things, but I can't. Okay, let's see here. What else do we have? Music. Okay, there's some cool stuff to talk about in regards to music. There's sort of the normal things that have been written down here. There's some upcoming shows. There's some cool stuff going on. The artist tipping option has now been enabled, so you can tip artists. Tipping helps a lot. Make sure that you help out the artists and support the artists that you like the most. Everyone can do their part to show appreciation for the artist's work. You can find the feature on the Discover tab and choosing the artist page. Next to the artist name, you'll see a small present icon, and that's how you do it. I have not had a chance to try that yet, but I think I owe some tips to a few people. We also have some dates for some upcoming shows. Day and Night in San Diego, California on February 10th. Splashdown Spring Break Edition in Puerto Penasco, Mexico on March 7th to 10th, and Racky Winwood in Miami, Florida on March 20th. If you want more Gala music and all of its goodness, head over to the Gala Music Discord. The link is in the description box below. I'm saying that a lot of things about description boxes, but the Gala Music Discord is absolutely popping, guys. So if you have not yet had a chance, get down there and check it out. Uh, Good Paul is quick on the draw with the Tweety updates. There will be a game update this week. Keep your eyes and ears peeled for this. I've also been talking to the game about, or to the game team about some of the upcoming announcements and token models and things like that. So I'm very, very much looking forward to seeing that get out there. And hopefully, I've been traveling for weeks now, But hopefully, when I get home, I can sit down and actually play this game. That would be absolutely fantastic. Okay, Common Ground World. As usual, there are leaks. Let's start with a biome leak in this image. What do we have here? Move this thing. Ooh, it's kind of cool. I love how it's growing. It's constantly growing and constantly evolving. Next, we have the meta leak in riddle form. I feel, man, this is going to be one of those things where I'm going to give the leak and then, like, literally seconds later, it's going to get spoiled. I almost want to just not do this because well, I mean, I guess I'll do it. Fine. I'm a blend of dark and sweet, symphony in a cup. Chocolate and coffee unite, together they sup. In cafes, I'm a favorite, a comforting, rich show. Guess this velvety delight. What am I? Do you know? I'm never doing these riddles again, guys. Come on. Whoever's writing the riddles, we got to do better on the riddles. This week, and see, this is why it's like literally the next line. This week we have the Barista Palace, and we have an image for that. This NFT adds an additional barista unit to every cafe. The global cafe craft speed is boosted by 20% and does not stack with itself, but will stack with other NFT boosts. Next week will be the last coffee content before we move on to another fun new line for February. Probably going to be something Valentine's related. Kind of hope it is. Don't forget to attend tomorrow's town hall at 8 a.m. Pacific. There is still time to submit questions for tomorrow's town hall, and the link can be found in the description box below or on the Common Ground World announcement in Discord. There's also been a lot of progress made on Common Ground World nodes, which, whether or not the team talks about that tomorrow, I've been talking to the node team a bit, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get those out here pretty soon. Okay. Miranda's, there will be a February 10th event in Austin, Texas. It will be open for everyone to attend. The venue will be announced soon. Now let's check out the treat the Miranda's team has for your eyeballs. See some wallpapers. That is beautiful. I like it. I love the giant skeleton over on the right-hand side of that image. Such awesome detail. Okay. Echoes of Empire. Remember, the game launches next Tuesday, the 30th of January. Celestial Claim owners will have early access to the game starting the day before. Check the Discord for times and exact details. We also have a pre-launch survey that we would love for you guys to fill out before launch. If you guys wouldn't mind heading over to our Echoes of Empire announcements, you'll find the survey link to fill out. We appreciate and consider all feedback we get, so please take a couple minutes to fill this out. Okay, a little bit of updates for Champions Arena. In Champions Arena, the Mystic Box sale is happening now. This will be available for purchase both on the Gala website and in app. The hidden items, rarity list, and additional details are in our announcement channel. The sale has just started and will be ending on February 20th. There was a scheduled maintenance that concluded yesterday morning, which included some updates and bug fixes. There is a list. Uh, you know what? I'm not going to read through the entire list of updates. You guys can go check out the updates in the channel. I want to get down to the end of these game updates so we can talk about some cool AMA stuff. Okay. And then Poker Go Play Week 19 sweepstakes winners have been announced. Congratulations to everybody. Rewards for those should have already been sent out. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do some Poker Go Play at some point in time this weekend. Maybe we can do a stream. I'm actually getting a second little studio thing set up here where I am right now. So I will have an actual green screen and stuff behind me, so I won't have all this fuzziness going on. And hopefully we can do some cool content here. We're also going to be having some really cool content recorded from the Epic Adam Price, talking about some of what's going on in our chain ecosystem. There's a lot happening right now, guys. Gosh, I can't wait to get to the end of the game update so we can talk about the rest of this stuff. Okay. Okay, Eternal Paradox. There is a new season on the way, and one of the interesting things about Eternal Paradox is that the more awesome this game is, the more distracted Eric is. So that may sound a little strange, but right now Eric is playing Eternal Paradox like crazy, and is constantly building and improving there. So if you're in there, you'll probably see him around. There's a new update with fixes on the server maintenance this last week, includes fixing errors that prevent players from checking in with their guild, fixing an error that caused the start time for the next conquest not to display, and connected text errors when crafting the maximum number of arrows in the workshop. Nobody likes arrow errors. It's terrible. Don't forget to check the Ring Watch Season 1 recap. Congratulations to all of you. Enjoy the bragging rights you have rightfully earned. For Legends Reborn, art in the game leaderboards is complete, and the art team has moved on to finishing the card crafting art. Action card NFT minting engine work has been completed, and the first art mockups have started. We have good news. The game will be launched. Oh, there it is again. The game will be launched in early March, and we will keep you updated as we narrow down the time. Keep an eye on Discord here for more announcements. And Gala Game plays. We will be playing Headbanger Rhythm Royale tomorrow with the crew, and we have Taco as a special guest taking on the musical challenges with us. Join us tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific for the fun. And there is an updated thumbnail here. I want to call attention to that, and a shout out to One Odd Gent. Okay, and then we have uh, some an update about what is this about? Drawing winners to replace those who did not confirm. We will be tagging the new winners in Discord. Those who did not confirm are Nito, R4Fa, G Liam, Clumsy, uh, Colonel Rhino. Colonel Rhino didn't respond. What? Mart 192A, Walter Rodriguez, Aoko, Beach Bomb, and Leche. Uh, please make sure to respond, even if it is just an emoji. Okay. And Paul, do we have an interview or is that just a placeholder in here? It is just a placeholder. So there we go, guys. We got through all of the game updates in 15 minutes. So let's just dig directly into AMAs because you know what? A lot of people are going to have questions. So I am going to go into the Gala Gold chat. And Paul, could you link me to the YouTube, please, so I can pull that up too? And I am here to take questions, guys. What do you have? And let's see here. RH, is there an article that details how centralized GalaChain currently is? There is not an article, but there is an article coming out about the decentralization of it and how that is bouncing out across the nodes here shortly. So that's something I'm uh, very excited about. And let's see. What do we have? People want me to sing. I'm not going to sing. Oh, I see Neil Haran is hanging out in Gala Gold right now. So everyone drop in there and say hi to Neil. Shadow Knight, very happy about the Legends Reborn drop. So I'm glad that we could make you happy, man. I told you way back in the day when you sent me the message after it became clear that the original team wasn't going to be able to do it. I told you that we would find a way to take care of it, and we did. Kept that, and so I am extremely happy to see that, and I can't wait to be able to play that with you. And let's see. What value or convenience does setting up a node system through Gala offer startups as opposed to just doing it on their own like some projects have? Myria and playable nodes don't do shit. They do nothing, guys. Absolutely nothing. And it's actually even a meme on some of their discords. Um, so our nodes actually support IPFS, roughly 85% right now. So 85% of the DHT tables across all of IPFS are running on the founders nodes. And that's not even counting the chain stuff that they're going to be picking up here pretty soon, which is absolutely mission critical to chain development and progression. And oh gosh, how deep can I go here? When you as a developer spin up spin up your own channel. Okay, we'll call it a channel for now, even though there's another name for it. When you spin up your own channel on GalaChain, that channel actually operates on the nodes that run chain code. Um, in the future, as of right now, it doesn't, but in the very near future, that is the plan. So when you decide to spin up, uh, my video is getting crunchy. Good Paul has said I have to have the tab up too. Man, I'm only on a laptop here. I do not have enough stuff to run all of this. Okay, hold on. Let me close this search box. How's that? Is that better, Paul? Okay, great. So one of the things that we offer is the ability for you to be able to spin up nodes that actually do things to support your ecosystem. We have Dockerized workloads that do things from, you know, storage, obviously simple solution to another. There's a project that I'm aware of that is testing AI iteration, LLM stuff across our node ecosystem. So there's a lot that you can do with this, and it's all already done. It's not just this hypothetical theoretical thing. So um, there, I said it. That's what it is. Um, More hype for Legends Reborn releasing in March than there was for EOE releasing on Tuesday. Are we just accepting that it is a dead duck? I don't think it's a dead duck at all. I am aware that their team is also focusing on a lot of different things. Legends Reborn is primarily something that we're, pushing forward in conjunction with the Legends Reborn team, and we kind of onboarded that a little bit and brought it internal. So it's a little bit of a different situation. Um, Everybody wants to see Good Paul. Are you real, Good Paul? He thinks he's real, guys. Any plans for Dragon Strike long term? Because it's a pretty damned addictive game. I believe there is a content pipeline for Dragon Strike that stretches out. In terms of large updates, nothing that I am aware of, but I think that there is a content pipeline. And let's see. Um, Sorry if this has been asked previously and I missed it, but will NFT nodes be able to earn while they're actively listed for sale? They will be able to earn and active only if they are on GalaChain. So if you bridge them out of GalaChain and you have them on Ethereum, then they cannot be active. So no, in that case. Follow-up questions. I know Eric mentioned shared gas fees is one incentive value proposition, but since gas is so cheap on GalaChain, I'm wondering how much of a value proposition that is. Gas is cheap on GalaChain's main channels. If you stand up your own channel, you get to decide how cheap or expensive that that gas fee is. So if you wanted to stand up a channel and you had some sort of service that required gas fees, and you could use this as almost like a pay for play sort of mechanism on that channel, you could completely do that. So for example, let's say you had a system. This is another thing that I'm aware that has been built, a system where you're tracking a package, and every time a package gets scanned, it's entered into, essentially written on chain so that people can then see that move through the system. In that case, you could make it so that every time that happens, there's a fee being charged for that as kind of a service fee without you having to go through the pain of setting up a service fee. If you were to do something like that, set it up as a gas fee, then yes, you could absolutely take part of that as the channel establisher. Let's see. Uh, Jesus Martinez has sent me a DM on X to get on me on a Megaspace. I will check it out. How excited am I for 2024 in GalaChain? Holy shit, Joey. I am extremely excited. Extremely excited. Um, let's see here. What about a 20% allocation allowance coming into force after founders go to NFTs? That I do not have a timeline on that right now, but it's not something that has yet been developed. It was something that was voted on. Um, and honestly, it's one of those things that the founders node ecosystem wanted. I don't. Some of them wanted. Some people definitely did not. It was actually pretty close when the vote came out in the end. Um, it's something that I would be very open to rediscussing and reproposing so we can have another conversation about it. But yeah, that would be something that would happen after that point in time. Let's see here. Good, Paul. I'm going to go look at your message to pull up the ahead of the game, and I'm going to minimize this so I have my tab open again. And I'm going to mute myself so I shut up. God, I'm very fuzzy looking on this. Um, let's see here. Sorry, I'm adjusting windows on my itty bitty screen here. Okay, no, too far. Zoomed in too far. Lost the chat. There we go. When will we play Smash Brothers with the community? I would love that. Spider Tanks. There is a Spider Tanks update. The honor system, by the way, guys, is dead. It is no more. There are still going to be artifacts of it that display in game because we can't remove that because again, it's not our game. But we have killed it in terms of the distribution. So congratulations there. Um, let's see. Salami is very upset. Salami does not like me very much. I don't know if you're aware of this, Salami, but I'm not one of the main founders of Gala Games. I was employee number 8. I do consider myself a philosophical founder, but I am not in any way, shape, or form really involved in any of the stuff that you are talking about there. Are you guys going to market the Gala ecosystem more? Have you seen what's going on? I mean, I just look, just look. Let's see. What do we have here? Uh, da, 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 da. Okay, not so much, not so much in the terms of questions there. What do you guys got? What do you guys got? What other questions do you have? EOA light paper was supposed to be mid-January. Any word on that at all? I may be the blocker on that, guys. They sent it to me. I'm here at this offsite, working with a bunch of other people. So it's entirely possible that I am the blocker. I need to dig into that. And let's see. Does Gala offer some sort of technical support out of the box ready system that would cut hundreds or thousands of hours of development doing it on their own? That would be adding convenience value to the startup. Yes, we do actually have some stuff like that. It's not it is not something that we're completely ready, but we do have some templates and templatized things there. I mean, I think that if you talk to anyone who is who has tried building on GalaChain before. One of the things from the last hackathon was I spent all this time trying to develop this thing and realized that you guys had already basically developed it for me, and I just had to click on it and use it. That's what we would like to see more of. We definitely want more people building, and we want to save more people time and make it easier for people to build and deploy on GalaChain. Okay, let's see. What other questions do you guys have? I'm scrolling through here. Okay, I'm going to go into general. If you're in the general chat in the Gala ecosystem, then let's take it. Let's take a look. CLS Epoch. You currently have the quests are currently set at 20 followers on Twitter to be able to claim them. And by the way, if you guys aren't aware, there is a quest system that allows you to claim boxes that have either 1,000, 100, 1,000, or 10,000 Gala, which is a pretty cool thing for doing some social actions. So definitely check that out. Uh, IDJBBJ. We do not have BEP20 support. There is no Gala on BNB chain. So that is not a thing. Let's see. Gala Vibes bot. Check out the Gala Vibes bot. The Gala Vibes bot is based on kind of your conversational contributions community in in Discord. So if you're one of the frequent communicators in Discord, then we can go ahead and you may get something for your contributions, which I think everyone admits would be awesome. Okay. Uh, Dr. Wookie says, sounds like the node vote is dead a second time. I don't know that it's dead. I mean, it's something that could be implemented, but I've gotten so much pushback on it. What we'll probably do is put the actual specs together and then let everyone decide, with specs, fully specced out, what that's going to look like. And then kind of go from there. But we'll see. I mean, it is a thing that people did vote on. So, we don't want to not do the thing that people voted on. And yeah, you can see the Gala Vibes bot thanking people for their positivity. If you see that, that's a good thing. You want that. Junior Bud 10 says I rescued a box, but it doesn't appear in inventory. It would automatically, if you opened it, it would go to your Gala on GalaChain inventory. So that's where it would show up. So it wouldn't be at like a separate box location in inventory. Let's see here. Teleport Labs said, I would love it if the Gala launcher would be a all-in-one package that would allow you to download, update, launch games with an actual interface, bring it all home. Part of me loves that idea, honestly, but part of me hates it so much because honestly, with the Gala launcher, like if it's one of those things that it caused so much friction for people that I would like to, you know, remove that as much as possible. Let's see here. What do we have? Common Ground World needs to be reordered in the list. That is actually something that the devs have already been notified of. So hopefully that can happen here pretty soon. Let's see. And yeah, post your Twitter in the rooms of the people that you're talking to, so that we can start kind of getting people in and following each other. If you don't have enough followers, then the Gala community is the great place to get those followers. You know, build up your following within that community, and I think people would dig that. Let's see, any questions from people? There is a lot of things building on GalaChain, says Dr. Wookie. Maybe we should do a hey, Dr. Wookie, you sitting around? Do you want to get on and talk about GalaChain? If you, I mean, I understand that you know you're probably hanging out in the jungles on Kashyyyk right now, doing Wookiee things. But if you want to hop on, if you're interested in hopping on, then ping Good Paul. I know you have a thing, and he can get you in here, and we can actually talk about this stuff live. If you're not too busy, maybe you are. Who knows? Let's see. Common Ground World White Paper release date. That is something that is supposed to be coming soon, and I'm probably the blocker on that too, to be honest. MRAC says, thank God the launcher's been a pain since 2021. Yes, it is. It is, yeah, it's rough. Dr. Wookie is in the general chat. He followed me over the general chat and he's asking questions there. Um, okay, let's see here. That's a great question, Paul. I'm pretty sure we've done this before, no, with him. He's been on, I believe. Yeah, Paul. I lost Paul. Good Paul. Yeah. Okay. I think this is one of those things that we can probably just do, and then we can do that. So Blake may come. like flying through the door or something like that. Tell me no. But let's see. Just 4 days till launch of VOE, and we can expect a paper or marketing of some kind. You can expect a paper here pretty soon. Um, let's see. Jay McMoon, disruption of crypto games and music. There's a lot going on, Jay McMoon. There is a lot. Wait, there's a Twitter space going on right now too. What is this Twitter space? If I click on it, where am I going to go? Oh, 5 reasons digital art is about to explode. It is a Web3 artist takeover by Altcoin Daily. I might poke my head in there. Let's see. Let's see if it's still going when this is done. Um, yes, Altcoin Daily is hosting a space featuring Gala music artist Emily Lazar at 7. At 7 p.m. Eastern. Is that correct? 8-bit tendies? I think that might be correct. Man, I don't want to dilute her audience. Can somebody let me know if that space is actually going on right now? What leak are you most excited to tell us about when you can? There's a couple of really, really badass partnerships that are basically everything is agreed and whatnot. It's just waiting for a few things to be inked that I am extremely excited about. The amount of stuff in music right now and Gala in general is just absolutely next level. Um, let's see. Pop it into general really quick. Okay, looks like they're sorting out getting Dr. Wookie online. I see Dr. Wookie is online, but no, oh my God,
Hey, can
it's
you tell Paul
Dr.
to use better passwords? Use better passwords,
Paul.
Paul.
Use better passwords. Dr. Wookie, hopefully we can get you on screen here so we can both be here. Good Paul is working on it in a moment. So, but the important thing here, Dr. Wookie, is that you can hear Good Paul too. He's not just in my mind, right?
Absolutely. It's like
See?
from above.
And that's exactly the way that Good Paul is. He is a voice from above. He is the all powerful Good Paul. So yeah,
You've given
very
us some hints at some things working on or building on GalaChain. We got some AI. I think
there's
just
some
earlier you
interesting stuff.
mentioned something about tracking packages or something.
There's a lot of interesting things that are going on right now. That I wish I could talk more about, to be honest. But I'm very excited for what's going on, and I'm super stoked to have that SDK out there. And there have been a few people who have already forked that and are already, playing with it. So,
Yeah, it's super exciting. See that?
oh, there we go.
Ooh, look at that. I'm gonna sit back a little bit here. Looks a little better.
There we go. It's a nice look you got there. You're looking
Oh, thanks.
looking svelte, very
I just
svelte.
got home, so I didn't get to brush my hair or anything. It's a
I
little unruly.
understand. Mine is too. Mine is it's a mess. Actually, up until last night, I had like half an inch of hair. It was pretty weird. It's been a
That's a
long time since I've had that much hair.
that is impressive.
It's too
I didn't know you
much.
grew
It's too
any
much.
hair up there.
I do. I actually have a full head of hair. It just looks stupid, so I don't keep it around.
So,
You've seen pictures of me. You've seen pictures. It's terrible.
oh yeah, absolutely. So, I'm not a dev at all, but
Yep.
at least I know what an SDK is.
Hmm.
I'll have to talk to some of the community members who've already been utilizing. Did Rostakip get to use this, or did he
He
not
got
have
to
the benefit of
use
doing that?
parts of it. This is a bit more of a polished version. Rostakip was kind of given access to the proto version of this.
So with this, is this going to help him get like a Gala music aspect of NFT Harbor going?
I hope so. I hope so. We just turned on the Gala Music portion of the Explorer the other day, where basically they it's kind of funny. I was talking to Hado Shadow, and he said he's like, "Why can't I access the Music Explorer?" And I'm like, "I've got no idea." So I pinged Sashimi Kun and I said, "Can we turn on the Gala Music Explorer access for everybody?" And he's like, "Yep." Flip the switch, done, and it's there now. So when you pair tracks or you do anything like that, you see all of that happening on chain, which is really cool. And so he's playing with that data and doing stuff with it.
Now, I know this is ahead of the game, but with Gala Music, we've been doing, I don't know if we want to call them referral bonuses, ecosystem supporting behaviors.
Yeah,
That's the word.
ecosystem supporting behaviors.
Um,
Yeah,
and I know some people who've been getting some music, mostly because they have messaged me and they said, "What is this?" So I guess some of the questions for some of those folks is, the easy answer is obviously if somebody uses your referral code, signs on,
nope.
listens to music, something like that. That's obviously a supporting action.
It's
Well,
not just listening to music isn't enough. The right now it's set up so that if you're pairing a track or you're pairing a jukebox, either of those things counts as an ecosystem supporting action. The next layer of this that we're working on is referring musicians. So if you refer a musician, then that works out, in your benefit.
I might have been a little too early in my assistance. Um,
I mean, it's we haven't messaged this super clearly. One of the things that we'd like to have is a web page that you go to that's a dashboard that says, "Hey, look, yesterday this many people did this thing and it resulted in this." So you can look at that and you can say like, "Oh, well, shoot. I mean, it looks like a lot of people were doing this one thing, and so the value per point was pretty low, but very few people were doing this other thing. So that's where I want to focus today."
Are we going to get a
You know,
personalized dashboard where you're able to log in and you see that it says, two of your refers or two people you referred
you you
logged in and
will
purchased a track?
eventually well, purchasing a track doesn't count. It's not
Okay,
just purchases. Like
it's the
that's
pairing.
actually one of the critical things here is it's pairing. So it's not a referral thing where you're getting a percentage of revenue. It's a pairing thing where you're getting, excuse me, a percentage of the distribution. For the fact that they have contributed to the ecosystem by expanding the ecosystem by pairing a track.
Now that was a big yawn, and I refuse to believe you are tired because I'm sure you got
Dude,
your 4 hours of
dude,
sleep last
n-
night, so you should be fine.
I so funny thing about this is so I'm at an offsite right now, and I've been here now for coming up on 3 weeks, and two weeks. I think 2 weeks tomorrow. No, 2.5 weeks tomorrow. I think. And been just absolutely going flat out the whole time. And it's really interesting to me because my daughter, uh, typically I'm work from home, right? And my daughter will come up to my office 10 times a day and, climb around and stuff like that. And so she's not used to me like leaving and going to the office. And so now I leave and go to the office and she doesn't see me all day. And so when I get home at night, she doesn't want to leave. So I end up, or she, insists on staying in the bed with me and my wife. And so, 2 nights, I have woken up at about 2 in the morning, falling out of bed because she has gone fully horizontal and just decided to push me the hell out of bed. So, it's not working well. This whole sleep thing.
That's what kids are for.
Dude,
We had a
how
question,
does
and
she's 2.5 and she takes up an entire king size bed?
oh yeah, they
I
know how
don't
to
understand
spread
it.
the wings. Spread the wings.
Dude, it's crazy. It's
Absolutely.
crazy.
Seneca asks, "What's the audit strategy for GalaChain itself, as well as
Audit,
applications and capabilities built on it? Since many all will be third-party developed."
yes. Most, if not all, will be third party developed, and the plan is to open source the entire thing. Okay, so with the full Apache license, you can do commercially, uh, commercial stuff on it. We want to, kind of let it go out into the world. So I imagine that a large part of some of the future functionality of GalaChain will actually be third party developed as well, and open source, builders and things like that. We are working very closely with progressive ongoing audits of everything. Certic is our auditing partner that we've done a lot of stuff with over the years. Um, and much like Ethereum, where you have the central thing that exists that has been audited, projects will be responsible for their own audits. In the future, but right now is we're standing stuff up. We're obviously working to audit everything and make sure that it is as robust as possible.
Well, and they'll have their own channel as well, right? So if
Mhm.
something
Well,
crappy
it's one of the really
happened,
nice things
it'd be on their
is
channel.
exactly pretty regularly someone breaks shit and it doesn't and nobody even knows anything because it never impacts anything because their channel goes down because they managed to break their channel, but
It,
nothing else gets
it
touched.
in the background, are all the
Mhm.
founder nodes going to be the ones kind of validating even for those channels like the transactions?
Uh, it, it's not going to be fully validating every single transaction. It's going to be validating execution of certain types of code. So it will actually in the future be helping order those transactions, but it will be validating the code that those transactions run on. And anytime
Okay.
something is deployed, one of the ideas, and keep in mind some of this stuff is still in flux, right? But one of the ideas is to have the code essentially pre-checked by the nodes to run before on the chain itself.
Okay. Um, yeah, man, I just lost my question. What was it? It was such a
What?
good one too.
What? That's okay.
It'll come
Let's
back to me in a
see.
minute.
Not a problem. Hefe Sailor, the thing that you received is a thing that should give you a box for doing something awesome. It looks like the verification failed. I have no idea why, but I will ask people to go.
So,
Um,
as the engineering team, I mean, we love to hear about IPFS, but we all want to hear the words come out to say we have the backbone ready. We're ready to roll out to the founder nodes to basically be the backbone of GalaChain and do the decentralized work. How's
yeah,
that coming
that's
along?
definitely that's definitely what we want to see as well. Having a founders node workload built into the founders node workload is a main component of where all of this is going in the future. The GalaChain ecosystem as a whole is bigger than just chain. It's bigger than just nodes. It's a whole thing. But having that part live is super important to all of us.
Yeah, I think just the tech behind it is so cool, right? And I've seen so many groups in Web3 trying to get this whole decentralized node, like file system, all this stuff, and I haven't seen a
So the
whole bunch
file
of them.
system's easy. Like honestly, we've done that. That's
Sure,
done.
yeah, the IPFS.
The IPFS thing is I won't go so far as to say trivial, but we are so much of that network right now. It's a little bit ridiculous. It's a little bit ridiculous. For me, and this is one of the things that I find really interesting is there's a lot of discussion about decentralized chains and things like that, but a lot of the L1s and definitely a lot of the L2s are extremely centralized. So it's actually an incredibly low bar to hit to beat some of those. I'm not going to sit here and name names because the last thing I want to do is start like a inter project salt fight or anything like that. But it's not a hugely high bar to hit, and I'm very confident that that will be met and exceeded here shortly.
So I know Eric yesterday, I think it was yesterday on the Binance Live, was talking about all the folks, definitely like, bunch of announcements that can be had, in 2024.
Yep.
When are we going to start hearing about some of those? Or is it always just influx because of, legal this, contract this? I'll say Gala Film, I feel like you've been the tightest about, honestly. And I don't know if that's just because Hollywood's a little more strict, because you guys have said
Hollywood. So to be super clear here, Hollywood is insanely strict. Music is insanely strict. Games are very, very strict. Sorry, I'm seeing DMs popping up. Um, yeah, games are super strict, and we do have a large sort of what's the word I'm looking for? A game slate update that goes over a lot of these different things, or at least the ones that we can talk about. Coming out here within the next couple days. But yeah, that's sort of sitting in queue right now. But we have been very tight with film. We've been tight with music, more tighter recently than we were previously, and that's a good thing that we're being tighter with that. But
well,
yeah,
let's see if we can loose you on just a couple things. Okay,
here
so
you are. Did you see this, guys? I bring him on the show, and he turns around
I
and
just
makes an
hijacked
interview.
the head of the game. Okay, you
Just to
invited me
hide, he
here.
did.
You
He
opened the
did. I think
door.
he's going to rip off my arms and beat me with them. He DM'd me and threatened. Terrible,
So don't
terrible.
say that. Some people might believe it because you actually do receive threats all the time. So
I do, unfortunately.
so
Dude, I got one the other day that was, oh, never mind. I'm not even gonna tell you about it. It was so bad. It was so bad.
so horrendous. Yeah.
It was horrendously graphic and involved my mom. It was problematic.
I apologize for humanity
It's okay, man.
as
It's
a
okay.
Wookiee.
As a
So
Wookiee. That's good.
Razor
Yeah.
is, it's built, it's set, we got our episodes, and we
Mhm.
know for a fact that we have gamification already built in. And for those who haven't watched my incredible AMA with David Bianchi, okay, so we talked about essentially, that whether it's like a QR code or whether it's just going to be something that you can even do on your remote that, almost you have like a scene and that person walks away really upset or whatever. And you're actually able to basically go and watch a continuation of that person, right? For
Mhm.
like a short clip, almost like bonus footage, I guess we can kind of say it, which I think is a really, really cool idea, kind of gamification with like,
Right.
series and stuff as well. With
Hold on one second.
yeah, go
Say
ahead.
say 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 hi.
Oh, hello, Dr.
Hello,
Wookie.
hello.
Nice to see you.
How are
The
you
head of the
doing?
game.
This is ahead of the
Absolutely.
game. We're doing good. We're doing good. This is Mark
I'm still
Skaggs. If you
hanging
want,
out here by Jason. Most people
Absolutely.
wonder
Mark
why we're hanging out so
Skaggs.
long.
he's working on his beard,
I
guys. You
am.
can
You
see
could
it's
see it
it's
much closer in this
it's
one than
getting
the other
better. It's
space.
getting better. It's not quite
Hey,
there yet.
I'm still waiting for
Maybe I'll
my
throw the link
blimps
in my head.
into Town Star so I can
He's still
bomb
he's still waiting
other
for his
towns
blimps in Town Star
Oh, I know,
or
right?
Scud missiles. I'll take either.
Heroes reporting.
or Scuds. Yeah, no, we're live
That's
right
right.
now, so
Thanks.
the whole world is seeing you. I will be back over there in
Good
a
stuff.
few minutes.
Good stuff happening, Jason.
Good stuff happening. I like to hear it.
Mind blowing
Yeah, I
stuff.
know.
I
I know.
I,
I'm
I minds
taking
are
up your
being blown,
time.
guys. Okay,
Taking up your time.
so go ahead.
So for Witchboard, right? This
Yeah,
is a movie, and what we're hoping to be a theatrical release kind of movie.
yeah.
Are we gonna? Well, obviously, people don't want their phones out, I guess, during a movie in a movie theater. But are we gonna
Oh my
also have
God.
some gamification with even our theatrical releases, whether it's at the end QR codes or
So,
whatever?
so I don't want to make a commitment because, okay, so one of the critical things here, and this is true with film and music and games and things like that, is we want very, very, very much to support our creators that are building in our ecosystem without putting a burden on them. So I don't want to make a promise about what Chuck is going to do in Chuck's movie.
Okay,
Um, Chuck
fair.
Russell, amazing director. The film is phenomenal, but I don't want to make a promise about what kind of interaction. That said, I'm sure that whatever interesting kind of gamification interaction he, as a creator, would like to integrate into the film, that we will do our best to support. But ultimately, it has to come from him. And this is the it's not our movie, it's his movie, and we're just here to help and facilitate.
Is there going to be a Gala Film, thing at the beginning, almost like how DreamWorks, has a little thing at the beginning of the film?
I would think so. I'm going to be
Of
really
course,
irritated
right?
if I go there and
Okay,
there
all
isn't.
right.
But
Just figured I should
one
ask.
thing, I actually kind of threw a little tiny mini fit when we went to Comic-Con last year, because they had all these beautiful trailers. They had the Witchboard trailer, and they had the Ghost of Ruin thing, and then they just have this giant screen, and at the end of it, it has the Gala logo in the middle, and then it goes over to the side, and it just says film. And it doesn't say Gala anywhere on it. It's just this logo and film. And I'm just like, guys, nobody knows what that logo is. We got to do better than that. But yeah, so hopefully, yes, that's the idea. Let's see here.
I had a child
Um,
come into my office, so I feel
it's
just
okay.
like Jason Brink now.
It's
How you doing,
okay.
buddy? You have fun at Ninja?
Not a problem.
All right.
Oh, a ninja? Oh my God, I'm so scared of ninjas. Okay, let's
Got to get
see.
their energy out somehow.
Dude, yeah, believe me, I understand. Um,
So Solvin Probler, these are always great
yeah,
because it can go anyway.
Solvent
What's
Prowler
going to be
asks
the
good questions.
biggest challenge 2024 for Gala to overcome? Like, what is the biggest challenge?
I think the biggest challenge that we have right now, just generally speaking, is a shift in perception. People look at Gala, and this is a really big thing that we're trying to confront ourselves right now. Is people at Gala and think that we are a purely gaming project. They don't understand the breadth of what's actually going on.
I mean, I noticed it
And
yesterday, even with your interview. People say Gala Games. They
exactly,
don't
it's
say
Gala.
Gala, right?
Gala. Now games are a part of it, music's a part of it, film's a part of it. Ultimately, these are going to be smaller than GalaChain and Gala, the entire Gala tech constellation of the GalaChain ecosystem and nodes and platform and all of that. So yeah, that's the biggest thing I think that we have to overcome. And this is one of the reasons where I think you've probably seen this week that there's been a marked shift in communication. Is that a fair thing? Can I say that? So you're going to see more of that. And that's all us working to help people understand what it is we really do.
Nice.
But
You distracted me from the Champions Arena box sale, by the way.
oh, uh-oh. Well, guys, I do actually have to. I'm going to end it a little bit early today because I need to get off and do some of this other in-person stuff. But thank you very much for hopping on, Dr. Wookie, and for facilitating this. And let's do this again sometime.
As always, stay warm. Galaxians? Should I say Galaxians?
Galaxians, yeah, sure. Peace out, guys. See you on the flip side.